All right, our next question comes from Erica and her cat Eris. Let's take a look.
My cat Eris has the problem of trying to swallow his toys. Every time I play with him and he gets a hold of toys, he's not letting go and trying to swallow it. How can I play with him without him trying to swallow everything I play with?
Okay, well, Erica, there's good news here, which is that your cat plays really, really well. I mean, a lot better than you are with a camera. So here's, just joking with you. So Erica, let us recap who Eris is. Eris is a hunter. The raw cat in him, that one in his DNA going all the way back 10,000 years, saying, my job in life is to hunt and catch and kill and eat. And that's what he's trying to do. He worked hard at that thing, man. He caught it. He hunted it. He killed it, and now he wants to eat it. And that's where you have to unfortunately step in and say, dude, it's a game. We're playing here. So here's a couple things you can do. First of all, Erica, you're going to have to get it away from him. That's just one of the things. I'm just going to make sure that we're doing that. So there's two types of toys in the world. The one that Eris is playing with in the clip that you sent me is called an interactive toy. That's one where you're attached to one end of it and he's attached to the other. And as you can see, he's chomping on it. He's trying to get it away from you. But you showed me two different scenarios. In the first shot, Eris is chomping on the toy and you're not attached really to the other end. There's just slack on the line there. So that's you not being interactive with him. You're just leaving the toy there. So my first bit of advice is that never leave a toy sitting around for Eris. Whether it's an interactive toy or the other type, which is called a remote toy or something that they play with by themselves. That's the kind of toy where they bat it around and then you're looking for it a week later. That toy also, you shouldn't just leave them around. When you have a play session with him, you play. When it's done, you pick it up. Anything that Eris can possibly swallow, no way, that's gone, okay? Now in the second scenario, you're playing with him and you are tugging at the other end of the string. Now here's a little piece of advice, which I think will be helpful for you. You want to wait until he releases. And all cats will do this. You know, they'll do it to a different degree. But when you let go of the slack on that line, they're going to basically check to see if their prey is dead. So what he will do is he'll chomp on it. He'll then release his jaw just for a second. And that, when you're doing interactive play with your cat, that's part of the play. You got to pretend you're the mouse or whatever. And the mouse is in his mouth and the mouse is playing dead. And he's going, wait a minute, is this thing dead? And he'll just release his jaw for a second. Bang, that's your chance to go. The more you pull, the more he'll pull. Put a little slack in the line. He will just a little bit release that jaw. Just a little bit. He'll just go, and that's where you go. So that's really just the brass tacks of play. The other part of this is to remember, hunt, catch, kill, eat. When you're done playing with him, the best thing that you can do is actually give him something to eat. Complete that cycle that the raw cat's got going through his DNA. And you go, wait a minute, I gotta do something at the end of this. I hunted, I caught, I killed, now what do? I eat. So it's a great time after play to have a meal ready for him to go. That way you're also, number one, rewarding him for play because he'll be able to make that association. When I do this, this is going to happen. But the other thing is you're going to satisfy the raw cat. That cat will know I did my job that gives me mojo in this life, which is to hunt. So Erica, you want to make sure that you have your play sessions completely mapped out from beginning to end. With a cat like Eris, who is a serious hunter, you want to make sure that you know how play is supposed to go, how to keep it away from him long enough that you're really getting those raw cat gears turning. Then when he catches it, you allow him to play with it, but don't forget, you're in control. You play the mouse. He releases the jaw, boom, you're off again. And you can really get some quality play out of that. Then at the very end, have a meal ready for him to go at the end. He gets that satisfaction of having hunted something, and then he eats meat at the end of that. And that is one satisfied cat at the end of all that. And finally, keep all toys away from him when you're not playing with them. All right, Erica, hopefully that helps. Now, if you could just learn how to work a camera.